as mobile up in the top, your top right corner, you're watching this through the virtual app, okay? But if you're looking at me right now, and I just pointed at the camera, put my finger on the camera right there, that right there, you're watching me while I'm in my studio. You're watching this through the computer. You're watching it through YouTube, per se, through their main frame that actually pushes this out to people that are on a computer. And right now, based off of what I'm seeing online, it seems like there may be some sort of 30-second delay or something like that. But this is really, really, really weird. So anyway, those that are tuning in and you see me looking at you to the side, you can see the microphone right here. You guys are tuning in through the virtual service. So anyway, I know that this is really strange. I know that this is crazy because I usually don't have this issue at all, but I'm going to go ahead and go right on into this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you guys all see the title. Yes, you guys all saw the thumbnail. Mark Zuckerberg went on and said that he was pretty much threatened. YouTube said, somebody said, King James said, YouTube said this video doesn't exist. Yeah, anyway, Mark Zuckerberg went on to Joe Rogan's show, and he said pretty much that the Biden administration threatened him, and they screamed and yelled at like his staff, right? So I don't know, YouTube, you guys may not be able to see this, but those of you, matter of fact, I'm just gonna go back and forth. Here go Joe Rogan right here. Let me show you guys the one that I actually want you to see, though. So bear with me, guys, because this usually, I don't know what YouTube is doing right now, but this is really, really strange. I'm trying to find the right one to how it's going to appear on my side. Okay, there we go. And you guys, I know you hear you see Mark Zuckerberg's mouth moving, but you may not see or you may not hear anything. So again, we having a bunch of weird technical stuff. It's definitely 100% nothing on my end. I have no idea why they're doing it. So you guys can all see Mark Zuckerberg up here. So anyway, just so they don't screw anything up, I'm getting ready to let this whole thing just play out. I'm gonna play Mark Zuckerberg talking. Hopefully you guys can hear him, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So give me a second to play this whole entire thing out, making sure you guys can hear it on your end. Look, it just disappeared again. What? Boy, there. Whoa. Let me see if this is the right one.
These people from the Biden administration.
Nope. It's this one.
It's all in the public domain. I mean, basically, these people from the Biden administration.
Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Would call up our team and like scream at them, curse, and it's like these documents are. It's all kind of out there.
Did you record any of those phone calls?
I don't think we. But I think.
I want to listen.
I mean, their emails. the emails are published. It's all kind of out there. And they're like, and basically it just got to this point where we were like, no, we're not gonna take down things that are true. That's ridiculous. They want us to take down this meme of Leonardo DiCaprio looking at a TV talking about how 10 years from now or something, you're gonna see an ad that says, if you took a COVID vaccine, you're eligible, for this kind of payment, like this sort of like class action lawsuit type meme. And they're like, no, you have to take that down. We said, no, we're not going to take down humor and satire. We're not going to take down things that are true. And then at some point, I guess.
Now, while I'm pausing this, again, those of you that are watching online, you guys can hear it. Okay, good deal. Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear it. I'm going to let it play a little bit more, okay? Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button for me real quick. And don't forget to, after you hit the thumbs up button, just double check and make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. So I'm glad you guys are saying that you can hear it, but I got some stuff I want to say about this as well. So I'm gonna let it play through some more. Okay, I'm gonna let it play through some more, and here we go.
I don't know, it flipped a bit. I mean, Biden, when he gave some statement at some point, I don't know if it was a press conference or to some journalists, where he basically was like, these guys are killing people, and I don't know. Then like all these different agencies and branches of government basically just like started investigating, coming after our company. It was brutal. It was brutal.
Wow.
It's all in the.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that did not hear this, and I'm telling you guys right now, some of you guys that complain about what I'm getting ready to do right here, which I'm going to be doing some pausing and talking You said y'all lost the audio. It's back. Okay, I'm getting so confused on this. My mic sound is off. No sound. What is going on? Can y'all hear me now? Boy, now I know you guys that are watching this through the mobile. I know you guys can hear this. But the fact that I keep on going in and out here, guys, y'all know it. They are pissed off. Anyway, for those of you that have an issue with me pausing the video and talking, you might want to just go watch this yourself on X, because I'm getting ready to do some pausing and talking because I want to break this down. Those of you, if I'm looking you in your eyes right now, you guys are going to be able to hear the audio, but you won't be able to see the video. But I'm going to talk about the audio, okay? So let's get ready to go into it. And again, make sure y'all double check and make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel. Make sure that if you're watching this on your computer, that you click the thumbs up button. And then if you are on the phone right now, double click your screen and it will give the video a thumbs up. So let's hear this again. And again, this is Mark Zuckerberg receiving threats from the Biden administration to censor Americans in regards to the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey clock shot. Here we go.
Public domain. I mean, basically, these people from the Biden administration would call up our team and like scream at them and curse. And
the Biden administration team would call Mark Zuckerberg's employees, scream and curse at them. And you guys did all this talking, because I'm gonna get on you. I'm gonna get on y'all crazy lips. You guys did all this talking about Trump's gonna be a dictator. He's gonna be a dictator day one. You guys, does this sound like a dictator to you? Calling major social media platforms, yelling and cursing at them to censor the American people. And all y'all kept on focusing on what the freaking media was telling you guys to focus on. Focus on MAGA. Focus on Trump. Focus on Trump and Stormy Daniels. Focus on Trump and the hush money case. Focus on Trump being a felon. And the whole time, individuals like myself sitting there putting our reputation on the line to feed you guys the truth, we were being censored. That's why I wasn't posting on Facebook. But you know what? I'm not going to let Mark Zuckerberg slide on this either, though. So be ready for that. I'm not just going to let Mark Zuckerberg slide, because don't get me wrong. You are the freaking CEO, the owner of this company. So you played a major role in this. And I'm telling you, I don't care who you are. I'm getting ready to lay into that as well. But again, all the talk about President Trump going to come in and be a dictator. He's going to be like Hitler. MAGA them are like the Nazis. All that bull crap, when the whole time this current administration, President Biden, literally was doing the actions of a dictator, making and forcing his strong arm in Facebook into censoring Americans of their opinions. Let's keep on going, though.
it's like these documents it's all kind of out there.
Did you record any of those phone calls?
I don't think we, but I think
I want to listen.
I mean, there are emails. the emails are published. It's all kind of out there.
Somebody said, when Mark Zuckerberg said that, I'll play it again. Listen.
These people from the Biden administration would call up our team and like scream at them and curse, and it's like these documents it's all kind of out there.
Did you record any of those phone calls?
I don't think we, but I think
I want to listen.
I mean, there are emails. the emails are published. It's all kind of out there.
Now, Mark Zuckerberg said the emails are published. It's all kind of out there. Where at? Because we the American people, wouldn't you guys want to see it? I definitely want to see it. I would want to see it, and I would want to read it. And again, who was the one? He just told us who was calling him and cursing at them. Who was calling them and cursing at them? Was it Trump? I want you to take it down. No, it's Biden administration, strong arming them. And y'all hollering dictatorship and what Trump is going to be, when this whole time the administration, Biden administration, was that. Let's keep going, though.
And they're like, and basically it just got to this point where we were like, no, we're not gonna take down things that are true.
Cap. Mark Zuckerberg, you and your company, I'm calling complete cap. And if y'all don't know what cap means, it means lie. I am calling that a complete lie. I've watched and seen so many people who have their own channels post up on Facebook showing me in real time how Facebook put them in jail over comments, over jokes, over memes. So I'm not buying this bullcrap of Mark Zuckerberg saying that he can say what he wants to. I think the whole notion here, though, is that it's this psychological thing that can happen. That should a person start to turn over a new leaf, we just go, oh, okay, well, welcome to being red pill, Mark Zuckerberg. No, he still needs to get his butt whooped. He still needs to get his butt verbally spanked and being held accountable for allowing this to happen. He just lied. I don't care what Mark Zuckerberg said. He lied. Because there were people complaining that, hey, Mark Zuckerberg, you may have progressives. You may have some lefty loonies. You may have some crazy snow cone color hair social justice warrior who got 30 million pronouns working for you that completely keeps on flagging people's stuff. Hostility, hate speech, all these different things for jokes that people are making. So don't say anything that was true. But watch this. Watch what Mark Zuckerberg says right here. Listen.
That's ridiculous. They want us to take down this meme of Leonardo DiCaprio looking at a TV talking about how 10 years from now or something, you're going to see an ad that says, okay, if you took a COVID vaccine, you're eligible for, for this kind of payment, like this sort of like class action lawsuit type meme. And they're like, no, you have to take that down. We said, no, we're not going to take down humor and satire. We're not.
You guys literally did that. Facebook literally did that. Y'all know they tell me I was laying on cover. Y'all was like, what? Man, I don't care what Mark Zuckerberg is saying. Guys, I am not about to be the one. I am not about to be the one that's going to sit right here and act like Mark Zuckerberg was some sort of victim. That is your platform, and your platform and the stuff that you put out there with these people overseeing things that you actually gave to them, micromanagement type thing. Those people literally pushed the Biden administration dictatorship, and you sat back and watched it happen. Don't sit there, Mark Zuckerberg, and act like you did not know about the complaints that the American people were making. Don't sit there and act like you did not know that people were crying and screaming and yelling and talking about that you guys were taking stuff down, that you guys were actually 100% censoring people, that you guys were taking down things that was meant to be funny or humorous or anything like that. And because of that crazy rhetoric that everybody was riding on the wave of the wokeism, you guys were taking it down for the sake of people feeling. So no, Mark Zuckerberg, I get it. And thank you for telling us what the Biden administration did, but you, sir, and your company are not victims. The victims are the American people who were exercising the most beautiful thing that we have is that Constitution with their freedom of speech. You guys, those people, they are the real victims. They are the real victims. The ones who got deplatformed, demonetized. They are the victims. And now, since you're saying that and you acting like you're turning over a new leaf, will you put those people content back up, say I'm sorry? Will they be able to get remonetized off of the money that was lost? Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. And don't act like y'all don't save stuff and store stuff, Facebook, because y'all know how to restore somebody's page up there. You guys know how to do that. So let's continue on. Listen to what he said. I'll make sure you guys are seeing the same screen that I'm seeing. So again, folks, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button for me to help the channel out. If you are on the phone right now, double tap the screen and it will give the video a thumbs up if you would, please. Let's keep on going. Hopefully you guys are hearing everything. So I'm going to check over here and see. I'm going to check over here and make sure you guys hear me over here as well. So I appreciate you guys all being here. Let's keep going.
Not going to take down things that are type meme. And they're like, no, you have to take that down. We said, no, we're not going to take down humor and satire. We're not going to take down things that are true. And then at some point, I guess, I don't know, it flipped a bit. I mean, Biden, when he gave some statement at some point, I don't know if it was a press conference or to some journalists, where he basically was like, these guys are killing people. And I don't know, then like all these different agencies and branches of government basically just like started investigating and coming after our company. It was brutal. It was brutal.
Look at that. The Biden administration completely strong-armed Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook employees to push out their narrative, their rhetoric, to silence the American people any of these people, which I hope and pray that once Cash Patel them get in there, anybody that's on record, on email, that was pushing Facebook to do this, I hope every last one of them, let's get past the stupid, I don't even want to say this. I don't want to get at the whole politically correct. They should be held accountable. They should go to jail. Leave it at that. They should serve some sort of jail time because they deliberately push Facebook to violate the most beautiful document that we have in America, and that's our Constitution. Oh, it's beautiful. It's completely divine. I don't care what you think about it, what you say about it. You can try to throw whatever you want to on it. It was only created for white people. Shut up. You definitely don't know your history if you think that the Constitution was only created for white people. When you don't even know that black people helped write it too. Ignorance, in case y'all are in here. Anyway. Woosah. Woosah. Anyway, any of these individuals who were involved in pushing YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, freaking, what's the other one? TikTok, any of them that were involved in strong arming them into censoring our freedom of speech should not be held accountable. Screw that. They should be going to jail. All it should be is this. Cash Patel. Ooh, that's why I told you I couldn't be in. Y'all, people would dread the day that I ever get into politics seriously. Because my thing is going to be, it's not going to be no held, it's not going to be, oh, they're going to be held accountable. No. It is, you are going to be doing jail time, and we're going to figure out how much jail time you're going to be doing. No, there is not going to be any probation. There is not going to be any spanking on there. You intentionally and deliberately, you knew exactly what you were doing when you were going to Mark Zuckerberg, when you were going to his employees to tell them to censor American speech. You knew exactly what you were doing. You darn well know this Constitution. I don't care go deep with this thing, guys. Go deep with it. What are you talking about, Ty? When I say go deep with it, what I'm saying is this. I want them to go so deep into it that even if any pharmaceutical companies are involved with the Biden administration and the pharmaceutical companies were getting with the Biden administration saying, hey, there's people online, because y'all know me, I was getting flamed left and right for literally. Here's the crazy thing. I was literally, and I still have it, from the minute they gave us medical professionals. Look at this. And this is way back in 2019 when the stuff was coming out. I told y'all, everybody act like it was 2020. It wasn't 2020 when the Fauci hokey pokey clock shot stuff came out. It was 2019. And they gave us this information. I was rolling this information out to the American people, and my channel was getting flagged, banned for a week, banned for 2 weeks. Then YouTube completely took my channel off of YouTube. I had to sit there and file pretty much a lawsuit against them with a lawyer, and all of a sudden YouTube put my channel back up there because I was spitting truth. I was telling you guys the truth. I was telling you guys exactly what they was giving us medical professionals, and I was going on my channel letting you guys know what they told us when it came to this, and I was getting censored. I was spreading misinformation and disinformation. So I told them, you guys at YouTube, whoever works at YouTube that's censoring me, whoever works at Facebook that's censoring me, you guys put your medical license up against mine. You guys show me who's in there. Show me who works there that's a doctor. Show me who works there that's a physician assistant. Show me anybody that works in medicine, a nurse practitioner. Show me a therapist. Show me anybody that works in there that has a medical license and put theirs up against mine and say that what I'm spreading is false information. I didn't get any explanation. I was just getting banned for a week, banned for 2 weeks. Medical misinformation, medical disinformation. And guess what? I'm right. Always been right. Stood on it. And now all of a sudden, you got these folks coming out saying, and what we knew all along that we was right. It was the biggest scam. It was the biggest money grab from Big Brother Pharma to get all of these folks to take the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot that they knew was going to harm people. but they did it anyway because it was a huge money grab. And we all know what the good book says, that the love of money is the root of all evil, right? So let me do something here real quick. I'm gonna show you guys something else. Let me see if I can find the part where Mark Zuckerberg, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button for me. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. Where I want to show you guys the part where Mark Zuckerberg was pretty much saying, he was talking about what they were trying to tell him in regards to the Fauci hokey pokey clot shot. Let me see if I can find it. Again, make sure y'all double check and make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel. Double tap the screen. Here we go. This might be it right here.
Government and the health authority.
Let me make sure I got the right one pulled up, okay? Give me a second here, folks.
It's all in the public domain. I mean,
the one that says Laura Powell is right. Laura Powell, let me pull this down some. Okay. Check this one out right here.
so at the beginning, it kind of seemed like, okay, we should give a little bit of deference to the government and the health authorities on how we should play this. But when it went from, 2 weeks to flatten the curve to, and like in the beginning, it was like, okay, there aren't enough masks. Masks aren't that important. To then it's like, oh no, you have to wear a mask. And, like everything was shifting around. It just became very difficult to kind of follow. And this really hit the most extreme, I'd say, during the Biden administration when they were trying to roll out the vaccine program.
Here we go. Make sure y'all can hear this. Look, I'm going to check over you guys on the other side. I just want to make sure you guys can hear this. Okay? I just want to make sure you guys can hear this. I know we got a lot of stuff going on. I told y'all this stuff is being screwy right now. I just want to make sure that folks can hear this. Okay, somebody said, where did the thumbs up button go? If you're on your phone right now, double tap your screen, okay? Double tap your screen for me. That's like giving the video a thumbs up. Let's go.
Program. And I'm generally like pretty pro rolling out vaccines. I think on balance, the vaccines are more positive than negative. But I think that while they're trying to push that program, they also tried to censor anyone who is basically arguing against it.
I wonder who was doing that. What guy do you guys all know was doing that? What guy got on here and said, you know what? The ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s we learned going through med school, they told us that whenever there is a new medicine, a new vaccine, anything pharmaceutical, they said it needs to have a minimum of a 3 to 5+ year test run before it's pushed out to the public. And in that process of it being pushed out to the public, it is going to be tested on animals. And if those animals have a certain type of response to it, then they would actually have voluntary humans who would voluntarily take this, knowing that there may be side effects, knowing that there may be risks, but they get paid to do this. But oh no, when I said that, you're spreading misinformation. You're spreading disinformation. Usually, guys, we are told that they do like a 3+ year, 3 to 5 year trial. And in that 3 to 5 year trial, it starts off with animals. Then there's like a 2+ years with a human being. And then they try to roll it out. They'll say, okay, let me give you an example. Let's just say the commercial said, ladies and gentlemen, somebody comes up, go with me now. Let me slow down for y'all. Imagine this. I want y'all to imagine this in your head. A commercial comes on. Bling, 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 bling. Hi, I'm Ty. And lately, I've been having some breathing issues. I can't taste my food. I have a real bad cough, and I find myself being short of breath. But you know what? I talked to my doctor, and my doctor prescribed me the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot. And ever since I took the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot, I've been able to breathe. Then they're going to show me throwing a frisbee with my sons. They're going to show me like, yeah, talking to family. And ever since I took the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot, I've been feeling good. What are you waiting on? The next thing you know, something may be so much. The Fauci hokey pokey clot shot may come with bleeding eyes, leaking anus, toenails growing, hair falling out, unintentional pregnancy, increase in cancer, fallopian tubes falling out, balls falling off. You may not be able to have children anymore. You may turn into a male. Please talk with your doctor. That's typically how it goes. But what ended up happening? Guys, you can go back on my channel right now. YouTube, put my videos back up magically. I told you guys, during the reign of that 19, you Americans became voluntarily the 3 to 5 year study. You volunteered to do it. No, they threatened us. It doesn't matter what they said with their mouths. Still, you volunteered to do it. And now guess what they're telling y'all? Guess what they're telling y'all now? We didn't force anybody to do it. We didn't force anybody. We didn't threaten anybody. Yes, they did. But the thing is, they can get away with it. You want to know why? Because in the writing, one thing, ladies and gentlemen, let me slow down because I'm trying to push out so many gems because I got an event to go to. One thing y'all need to understand is this. When you get a new cell phone, when you get a new car, let me take this down because I want to talk to y'all for a second, okay? I'm talking to the people that's mainly tuning in and seeing me in my studio. I want to talk to y'all for a second. Listen here. When you get a new car, a new phone, a gun, a camera, a new TV, do you guys all know what comes with that? I'm waiting on some of you guys to answer to make sure y'all are still here. Again, when you get a new car, a new phone, a toaster, a TV, any of that, do you guys all know what comes with that? Yes. Shout out to Julia and Pissy Joe for saying, some of y'all said batteries. Yeah, some of y'all said a warranty, but what comes with it is something called instructions or something called a manual. And you know why they give you that? Because they expect you to read it. But you know what happened? They know that the American people were so fearful. They knew that the American people were so scared. They knew that you guys were not going to read the manual. And the manual that I'm talking about is something called a mandate. None of y'all, now I'm not saying none of y'all because I gave out over 7,000 documents, and all 7,000 documents got approved, and people were able to go to work. People were able to not get fired. People did not have to get the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clock shot because of these documents that I gave out in regards to exemptions, right? Because they knew that you guys did not understand. They knew that you guys did not read the manual when it comes to understanding what a mandate is. When they tell you you have to get the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clock shot, those are considered the mandators. You who are being told that you have to receive the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clock shot, you are considered the mandatee. It does not become a mandate until you verbally agree or through your actions you agree. That's what made it a mandate. And a lot of you guys didn't know that. So when they said, we didn't force y'all to do it, we didn't make you do it, legally, in a way, they were right. And not only that, here's the thing. When they gave your boy all the medical information, when this stuff first started coming out, and I was presenting this stuff to you folks with highlights in there, letting you know, guys, to read through the lines, to read through the words, I presented it in such a great fashion. All you got to do, if you don't believe me, if you go onto my YouTube channel right now, if you go about maybe a third down the YouTube page, off to the side, you will see a little magnifying glass. If you type in COVID-19 anything, you're going to see videos that I did way back in 2019 to where I was explaining to you guys. I was trying to prevent you guys and saying, don't do it. It hasn't been tested, and I was getting tore up, right? So anyway, my point in saying all that is this. They knew that you guys did not understand that whenever they said, hey, it was approved. I mean, it was authorized, but it wasn't approved. See, those words like that can really throw you guys off. Again, let me say it again. they had wording in there that said they'll say, hey, this was authorized to use on humans, but it was not approved. They knew that you guys weren't going to read the manual. They knew that you weren't going to read the manual. They also said, hey, this is a shot. The Fauci hokey pokey clock shot is something that we're rolling out. They said in the manual that a lot of y'all didn't read, it said, we don't know how it is going to react with anything you drink, whether it's water or Pepsi or Coke. It said, we don't know how it's going to interact with any pharmaceuticals that you're taking right now. We don't know how it's going to act with any vaccines that any of you have taken right now. We don't know how it's going to act with your blood type. We do not know that, but here, take it anyway. And a lot of you guys did it. A lot of you guys did it. Guess who had no adverse effects? Huh? Guess who had no adverse effects from the Fauci hokey pokey clot shot? Guess who had no myocarditis or pericarditis? Guess who had no what they call fast track cancer? Guess who had no strange liver issues? Guess who had no spike proteins attacking their vital organs? Guess who had no increase in autism? Everybody that didn't take it. Well, Tyler, everybody that got the Fauci hokey pokey clot shot, they didn't experience none of them. But guys, it's the fact is this: they held a lot of adverse information from you guys, and that's why President Biden put it in that you are not going to be able to try to file a lawsuit against Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and Moderna until 2029. Why would he try to do that? Somebody said I had autism before the vax. We're not talking about that. If you had autism before the vax, that's because you took other vax. You are not going to find one child that does not have any vaccinations that has autism. You won't find one. Ask the Amish people. Go see if there's anybody autistic in the Amish community. It's not. Okay? So now, again, though, and I want to reiterate this before I let you guys all go. Mark Zuckerberg is not the victim because that's his platform. That's his kingdom. Again, that's Mark Zuckerberg's kingdom. That's his platform. He could have simply said, I'm not going to stop the American people from saying what they want to say. But you know what? He went along with it. He went along with it. And I don't care how Mark Zuckerberg tried to appear like he's some sort of victim. He is not the victim. He played his role just like he's playing his role right now. Oh, the Biden administration threatened me, and I said, hey, no, we're going to allow them to. So somebody just asked me, Ty, how was you able to get people from not taking the Fauci hokey clot shot? It's simple. Did you guys all know that almost all vaccines, 90% of all vaccinations were tested on cells of aborted fetuses? Why do y'all think they pushed abortion so big? Why do you think they push women's health care so big? Did y'all know that? This is coming from a medical professional. Don't believe me. I told you guys I gave out 7,000 plus exemptions and documentation, and every last one of them passed because these vaccinations, especially the Fauci hokey pokey clot shot, it was used on the cell linings of aborted fetuses. And guess what? If you have, and they can't tell you, you don't have to confess to a certain type of religion per se, whether it's Christianity or Satanism, Luciferian, Illuminati, I don't care what it is. As long as you say my religious belief is, I don't believe that the reason I'm not taking this Fauci hokey pokey clot shot is because it's tested on the fetal linings of aborted babies, and I do not believe in that. You would have gotten exempt. You would not have had to take the Fauci hokey pokey clot shot. And if your job would have told you, well, you're going to lose your job because of that, you, my friend, had a lawsuit right there on your hand. And they're not telling you guys right now, of all the people that I know right now, people have sent Cash App, people have sent super chats to me because they sued their employer successfully. I know. I told y'all this is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I warn the American people love. You guys all thought, and I told you along this whole way, well, Ty, what makes you think you're so special and lucky? Everybody's going to get COVID. You're going to get COVID. And when you do, we're going to watch your videos. When you don't post for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we all know that it's because you got COVID. I kept on posting. You didn't see one sneeze, one achoo, one cough. And I was in direct care with a lot of our patients. Although I'm directing, I still was in direct care of our patients. And you didn't see one video of me ever saying, guys, I think I got the 19, not one. But folks, so many people, good people, who felt and thought that they were doing the best thing for their family, they took the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clock shot. And this whole thing, guys, for example, this is the same notion they use on black people. If you only show videos of black people being done wrong by white cops, it's easy to draw up a narrative that all police officers are racist, right? Again, if you show videos of white cops doing things to black people and that's all you show, it's easy to be manipulated into thinking that all white police officers are racist, right? You want to know why? Because if I show you videos of black police officers doing things to white people, of black police officers doing things to black people, if I show you videos of white police officers doing bad things to white people, white police officers doing bad things to black people, it's all even. But what they did with the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clock shot demi, they censored anybody that had a different opinion. Me, Dr. McCullough, they censored Dr. Bashar, God rest his soul. They censored so many people, Crowder. They censored a ton of people that were speaking out against this because they only wanted you guys to have one viewpoint of that C-19 Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clock shot. That's why we have a problem with so-called racism today, because they only showed black people being done wrong by white people. They didn't dare show black people that had slaves themselves. They wouldn't show that because then it's like, oh, wait a minute. White people had slaves that were black. Black people had slaves that were black. So wait a minute, I'm confused now. Yeah, exactly. Why is it that they only want to show you white people having black slaves? Why didn't they want to show you that there was black people? Matter of fact, in the South, black people had almost more slaves than what the white people did, but they don't tell you that in school. They won't show you that because it kills the narrative. It kills the motive. It kills the rhetoric, don't it? Just like that Constitution. They don't show you that our signers of the Constitution wrote in their own memoirs how they end up getting advice from black ministers. They don't show you that, do you? Because all they show you is from day one, America was just a racist place. They don't tell you how Indians were ones that didn't have to get rid of their blackies, did they? They didn't have to get rid of their slaves. They don't show you that. But black people have no beef. Negroes, you have no beef for Indians. When slavery ended, Indians was like, not for us. We hold on to you Negroes. But y'all got no smoke for Indians though. Yeah, like I thought. Anyway, the whole point of me saying this, folks, is simple. Common sense, subjective and objective, real truth. Real truth. 2 + 2 is 4. And if anybody try to say otherwise, cut them off. That is a truth, a undeniable truth, that 2 + 2 is 4. Period. If anybody try to come along and say otherwise, leave them alone. Because this is a person that's trying to be argumentative. This is a person that's trying to be manipulative. They don't care about the truth. All they care about is stirring up an argument to try to confuse you. And that's exactly what this administration did. So let me see what else Mark Zuckerberg said on here, folks, so I can get ready to close this thing out. Give me a second here. Let's see what he says right here. So give me a sec.
And they pushed us super hard to take down things that were true, right? I mean, they basically pushed us and said, you know, anything that says that vaccines might have side effects, you basically need to take down.
Crazy.
And I was just like, well, we're not going to do that. Like, we're clearly not going to do that. I mean, that is kind of inarguably true.
But you did it. That's what's crazy. You see, this is the type of stuff that just pisses you off. Mark Zuckerberg, you're saying that, but your company, y'all literally did it. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. They can sit there and lie to y'all face all because of the fact that they know that psychologically, if somebody turns over a new leaf and try to say, guys, I'm about free speech now, and they force me, you are not a victim. Don't even try it. Because what happens is that you end up having sympathy and empathy for them, and therefore you can end up having what I call a spiritual or emotional or mental Stockholm syndrome. You got done wrong by your abuser. They say, I'm sorry, please take me back. And you go back. He's lying right now.
That is kind of inarguably.
Listen to what he said. I'm going to show you how he lied. He lied.
You know, anything that says that vaccines might have side effects, you basically need to take down. And I was just like, well, we're not going to do that. Like, we're clearly not going to do that.
But they did.
I mean, that is kind of inarguably true.
Who is they? Who's telling you to take down things that
it was
that talk about vaccine side effects?
It was people in the Biden administration.
Biden would never do something like that. Biden would never. Biden got on here and literally threatened us. That's why I end up on the domestic terrorist list and stuff, folks. You can't get up here and go against these demons. Well, I can because they know who me. I'm just being real with y'all. Demonic influences know me. They know that I'm of God. They know that I have the real power of Christ dwelling in me. Therefore, I become a threat. If you are not a threat, I don't care how good of a preacher you claim to be or pastor. I don't care if you T.D. Jakes, Benny Hinn. I don't care if you're Jesse Duplantis, Rod Parsley. I don't care who you can be. What's his name? Joel, whatever his name is. I don't care who you are. If these people aren't coming after you for the real truth and speaking real spirituality, you're not doing nothing but just making people feel good. These demons that work with these people in politics know who the real people of God is, and that's why they censor us. You telling me that you can get on Facebook, you can get on YouTube, you can show booty shaking, I can get on YouTube and say nigga all day long. Nigga this, nigga that, kill a mother effer, suck this, eat that, these mother effing hoes and these mother effing bees and these, you can get on there and say that all day long. But the minute you say, guys, there's something wrong with the Fauci hokey pokey clock shot, misinformation, disinformation. I showed you guys the other day how YouTube said that I spoke inappropriately. You will never hear me cuss. You will never hear me cuss. It's just not even a part of my vocabulary, right? YouTube gets on here and said I said something inappropriately. I made YouTube show me where I said something inappropriate. You said something inappropriate at 8 minutes and 30 seconds. What, Uncle Tom? That's the inappropriate word? But I can say nigga, I can say hoe, and y'all have no problem with that? That's when you know they are really hating for the truth to get out, just like this video right now. I guarantee you these videos that I'm doing right now tonight, that I'm talking to you and I'm talking to you, I bet you your money this video is going to be one of the most suppressed videos because they do not want the truth to get out. Because what will happen, American people, which we already have, we're going to lose our trust in social media. We're going to lose our trust in the government. We're going to lose our trust in everything. And if they lose us, they lose their money. And there will be an uprising. Look what y'all done to us. Look what y'all did to us. You fools fell for the propaganda. You fools fell for the sad music playing. Y'all fell for it. They got sad music playing. Do you want to harm your grandmother? Do you want to harm your grandfather? Don't you want to go to your family for Thanksgiving? Do you need to get the Fauci hokey pokey clot shot? Joe Biden. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Yeah, is that what they want me to say? Wait, where's my teleprompter? This is my teleprompter. This is the pandemic of the unvaccinated. And we're growing tired. No, look, folks, by the way, no, seriously, no, I'm not kidding. You really think that was Biden doing that? No, it was the spiritual demonic entities that are working with politicians to push out that rhetoric. You want to know why, folks? Because when it comes down to it, you don't have to believe nothing that I'm saying, but I told you if what I'm saying is not true, they wouldn't fight so hard to silence me on this. Politicians, be it Republican or Democrats, the ones that push out any type of policy, listen to this. If you haven't heard anything I say all night long, listen to this. Anyone that's in politics, be it the Republicans or the Democrats, listen to this. Any of them. If any of these people are pushing out any type of rhetoric, any type of legislation that the ultimate end game is to kill you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, those individuals are working in direct lines with demonic entities. You can call them, look, I'm just being real. You can refer to them as aliens. I don't care. You can refer to them as spiritual beings. You can refer to them as Nephilim, refer to them as demons, refer to them as devils. They are literally fallen angels that absolutely hate you because you are made in the image of God, that when they do things like this to where they know that the end game is to kill you, and again, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, then you know that those people are working in direct lines with demonic forces, with Nephilim, with spiritual entities. Ty, that's a whole bunch of bullcrap. Well, then why is Ty channel one of the most suppressed channels on YouTube right now? Why is it that for the past 2.5 years, YouTube is verifying my 1.7 million subscribers? You heard that right. YouTube right now is telling me, they've been telling me for the past 2.5 years, we know you got 450,000, but we can only roll so many subscribers out at a time for you because we got to make sure that the 1.7 million subscribers that's showing on our end, that they are legit accounts. Bull crap. Absolute bull crap. So folks, to sum all this up, I'm not looking at Mark Zuckerberg like he's doing the right thing. He knew what he was doing. It's just that Trump is coming into office and he knows it's going to be a whole lot of goddamn on prayer. Mark Zuckerberg sat around and waited to see if Trump and the American people were going to beat this New World Order bullcrap. He sat around and waited to see that if social media and mainstream media was going to win the war on the wokeism rhetoric, and they did not win. We won. We, the American people, won based off of how we vote. Go and look up right now. You don't have to believe me. Go and look up the United States of America, county by county, and look how, you know what? For some of you that didn't believe me, and I know you guys right here that's viewing through the phone, I know you guys that if you're viewing me right now on the one that says mobile, you guys are not going to be able to see this map. But I'm going to type in 2024 county election map, right? We're going to look at the county. I want to show y'all something. Because they hate this. Let me see if you guys can see this on the look at this. Ain't that beautiful? Look at that. Okay, people that are watching right here, check this out. Look at that. That is county by county. County by county of how America voted. County by county. Look how beautiful that is. Wasn't that just beautiful? Wasn't it? Wasn't that just beautiful? Look how red that is. Look how red that. Look at all that red. And if it wasn't for a few counties that hold more weight than other counties, America, and that's why I say to some of you folks out there, you don't know your map. That's why I say, based off of that red right there, 86% of America voted red. We, the American people, spoke and we showed, based off of our voting, what we were going for. The New World Order didn't win. The cabal didn't win. Mainstream media didn't win. Social platforms media did not win. Mark Zuckerberg and other platforms that might be doing the same thing knew exactly what they were doing when they did this. They were just going to see if we were really going to do this thing. And now all of a sudden he want to jump ship. Well, I was being threatened. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. You still could have said no. You are a billionaire. You could have went and sought counsel. You could have went and tried to get some advice. And you could have, like Joe Rogan said, why didn't you record it? You are a tech giant. Why did you say for quality assurance this conversation may be recorded? So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Mark Zuckerberg is just playing his cards right, plain and simple. He's not a victim. Although they threaten him, you still are not a victim. You jeopardize the American people. To me, you allow election interference all day. Don't forget either, folks. Mark Zuckerberg, we're not letting you off the hook just that easy because you also was not allowing anybody to talk about Hunter Biden laptop but all day long. Y'all was letting people say all kind of stuff about Trump. Russia. And that turned out to be false. Huh? Anyway, folks. Again, I appreciate you guys all being here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button before y'all get out of here. If you would, please. And those of you that are watching me live right now, you guys all know how I do it. You all guys all know how I say it, right? I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, I'm praying that every last one of you guys are in great health mentally. Wait a minute. What you just say? Hold on. One of y'all just said something. I can't see the comments. But those of you that are tuned on virtual, I appreciate you guys all being here. Double tap that screen.